aufgeladen, hier ist der Avoram. Zurück in Genshin Impact. Und diese Woche sind wir mal wieder soweit. Also, Patch 2.8 wurde gestartet und ihr wisst, ich bin noch nicht annähernd so weit, um mich diesem Thema auseinanderzusetzen. Aber ich nähere mich immer mehr dem richtigen Punkt. Und bin jetzt hier in dieser Mission unterwegs, der Weg des Vertrauten. So, da gehen wir wieder zurück. Mal gucken. Wenn wir hier ins Menü reingehen. So, jetzt haben wir jetzt hier noch 2 Missionen. Diese kann ich erst spielen, wenn ich noch die diversen Akte noch durch habe. Akte ist auch nicht schlecht, Akte. Und ich bin jetzt hier gerade der Weg des Vertrauen. Kapitel 3, Allgegenwart unter den Menschen. Da war ich auch schon letzte Woche nicht dran erinnert und jetzt geht es hier weiter. Und werde mich jetzt hier diesen Abschnitt widmen und ich glaube, ich porte jetzt einfach mal herüber, weil das dann schneller geht. Also ich hätte auch eine neue Aufstellung gehabt bei meinen Figuren, bei meiner Einsatztruppe. Da muss ich noch ein bisschen craften, um dahin zu kommen. Jetzt will ich noch ein bisschen leveln. Da mangelt es noch ein bisschen. So, was haben wir jetzt hier? Geschnetzeltes. Sag ich doch. So. Schnetzeln lohnt sich immer. So, dann gucken wir mal.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think? The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
So, man merkt wieder, die Hitze kommt wieder so ein bisschen durch. Meine CPU geht wieder nach oben und meine Frames liegen noch im OK-Bereich. So, dann machen wir mal ein Anti-Shogun-Spezial-Raiden-Training.
I taste blood.
So, was ist das Ziel? Oh, der war fies. Der auch. Vermeide es, vom letzten Angriff getroffen zu werden. Ja, super. Na, Glühwürmchen.
Adventure time. Adventure time.
Ach, komm schon. Ach ja, es ist wieder so etwas, nichts für mich. Muah. Erstmal wieder aufladen. Also, wir dürfen vom letzten Schlag nicht getroffen werden. Das ist das Ziel. Und man weiß nie, was kommt. Als letzter. Es ist nicht einheitlich. Das haben wir gerade gesehen. Das heißt, man kann sich nicht unbedingt darauf vorbereiten. Okay. Das ist die große. Den letzten hat es mich wieder erwischt. So, den kannst du knicken. So, und jetzt gucken wir mal, was kommt jetzt. Nein, 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 das ist unfair.
I taste blood.
Was? Okay. Na, das war unfair. Nächstes Mal bin ich tot. Na gut. Probieren wir es nochmal. Mal gucken.
Off we go.
So, das ist immer außen rumlaufen. Okay, das kriegen wir hin.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
So, man darf innerhalb der Zeit nicht 10 Treffer halten. Okay. Okay, aber den letzten, die darf ich ihn nicht kaputt machen?
Adventure time.
Die große Explosion ist sowieso zu heftig.
Adventure time.
Gleich kommt die ganz große Nummer. Ja, der geht nach einer Minute los. So, hier sind die Bereiche, wo nichts passieren dürfte. Tut es aber. Okay, also, na. Auch nicht schlecht, aber da waren wir nicht. Oh, nein, da waren wir nicht hin. So. Learning by doing. So Kleinigkeiten, ne? hängt man hier so lange fest. Ich bin gespannt. Okay, das war's auch nicht. Muss man denn in die Mitte gehen? Ist nicht ganz klar, was ich jetzt hier machen soll. Na gut, okay. Im Zweifelsfall muss ich nochmal meinen Kumpel Arennos fragen. Vielleicht weiß der das noch. Ich sehe schon, ich löse mich wieder so ein bisschen auf. Also ich persönlich würde jetzt sagen, ich muss mir, glaube ich, mal Hilfe holen. Von daher, wir sehen uns gleich wieder.
I taste blood.
Adventure time. Off we go. Adventure time.
Okay. Ohne Spezialfähigkeit. Das ist der ganze Trick? Oder Bennett war der Richtige. Wer weiß. Auf jeden Fall habe ich es geschafft. So, jetzt gucke ich nochmal ganz kurz auf meine CPU-Auslastung. Ich habe das meine Probleme. Und zwar hatte ich für mich noch einmal meine Audio nochmal verbessert, weil ich fand dann, naja, komm, wenn wir hier schon Ton haben und wir können die Musik auf Raumklang abspielen, dann machen wir das mal. Ich setze mal wieder zurück auf Stereo. Ey, unglaublich. Und dann geht die Last tatsächlich zurück. Und ich habe jetzt wieder brauchbare 30 Frames. Okay, also. Wieder was dazugelernt. Für euch auch, solltet ihr Probleme haben mit dem Ton. Könnte vielleicht daran liegen, dass es Raumklang ist.
What a workout!
Ich sehe, wie es ist.
So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
Ja.
In your dreams.
Aw.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least.
Das ist vielleicht nur ein Wunschdenken von Shogun Raiden.
Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2?
Nein, bloß nicht. Ich habe ja gerade Part 1 so gut überstanden. Oh. Na gut, okay. Also, zack. Entschuldigung, Guys. Ah. Ich muss erstmal wieder aufladen. Flush. Okay, alles wieder aufgeladen. Also, hier nochmal, weil ich das nochmal als Video nochmal extra machen werde. Ne, nicht extra Video, aber nochmal in die Beschreibung nochmal reinsetzen werde. Ich habe das erste sehr wahrscheinlich dadurch geschafft, indem ich das mit Bennett gemacht habe, ohne Spezialfähigkeit. Also, weil ich eine Spezialfähigkeit gemacht habe, war mal kurz danach Schluss. Okay, muss man dahinter kommen. Beziehungsweise, oder ihr nehmt Bennett. Bennett hat Feuer, also kein Elektro. Das kann es natürlich auch gewesen sein. Auf jeden Fall, mein Razor hat nicht gereicht, denn der macht normalerweise echt fies Schaden. Wie jetzt? Besiege 10 Gegner?
Adventure time.
Na gut, okay, also.
Opening box of Adepti Tricks.
So. Feuer und Eis ist immer eine gute Kombi. So, okay. Das ist ein Fall für Razor.
I taste blood. Teamwork is true. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Ja, Feuer, brennendes Schild, müsste normalerweise als verhören. So ist es zumindest. Okay, der ist weg. Ist nur noch einer. Yeah, I got it. Okay, das erste war natürlich besser, schlimmer. So, und nein, keine weitere Herausforderung, das reicht schon.
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your
Komm,
hard
ist noch
work.
ein dritter. Passt auf.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances?
Sie sind auch nicht dem, warte mal, um ehrlich zu sein.
You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful.
Was für ein Plan.
Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests? Hyman's really struggling to understand how you work.
So, und jetzt geht's zum nächsten Auftrag. Wo ist der? 300 Meter entfernt. Haben wir da irgendwo einen Port? Ja, klar. Haben wir da einen Teleportationspunkt und push. Wir sind doch Story-Freunde. Oh, es geht sofort los. Magic Hand. Magic.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun, the ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity.
Scaramouches Informationen bestätigen das.
Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Die Tenryou-Verwaltung arbeitet für die Fatui.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the 2 rogue commissions wrapped around their finger and is distributing delusions from the shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of 2 commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryou Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun.
Mach es nicht so spannend.
I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize her!
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, She will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary. Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujosara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go, or...?
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do, though? We only have 3 days.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Das jetzt gut ist oder schlecht ist, oder nicht? Oh nein, ich habe die Abendstufe 39 erreicht. Okay. Okay, also es geht weiter. Gucken wir mal, wo es weitergeht. Das sieht schon mal sehr gut aus. Ich mache jetzt aber Folgendes. Ich porte mal. Und hole mir die Belohnung ab, die ich jetzt kriegen kann. Levelaufstieg.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Oh Mann. Bei der Hitze. Ah, da kann ich... Entschuldigung für die Störung. So, was wollen wir? Belohnung abholen für die Abenteuerstufe. So, komme ich auch bald einen Weltenrang höher? So, dann habe ich das. Gut. Dann hier geht's weiter. Das ist gut. Und dann gucke ich nur noch einmal ganz kurz mit meiner Truppe. Ob ich da noch was leveln kann. Genau, den kann ich hochstufen. Okay, kurz vom Ziel. Dilok schon auf 49 von 50. Ching Ching. Okay, da muss ich noch Artefakte reinpacken. Okay, aber da kommen wir später nochmal dazu. Das mache ich in Ruhe. So, und jetzt geht es weiter in der Story. Das Schöne ist, gleich daneben ist ein Teleportationspunkt. Den nehmen wir gleich mit. Ich soll hier einen Helfer finden. Ah, da habe ich was. Okay. Ah, warte mal, da ist noch was. Ah.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Hyman's never seen one of these before. Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh, wow! A ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway, what's the Shumatsuban?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Es fühlt sich nicht so an, als gäbe es viele Anhaltspunkte.
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
Die Yashiro-Verwaltung?
Now you're following me. The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet, but with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
Okay, zur Teestube. Oh ja, gehen wir mal wieder zur Teestube. Wir kennen den Weg schon. Also nicht wundern, ich habe ein bisschen das Licht angepasst. Ich bin jetzt zwar ein bisschen heller, dafür geht jetzt mein Greenscreen aber nicht mehr raus. Es ist mit der Hitze, Computer, Licht momentan alles nicht so leicht hier.
Stop! I have orders to search for a wanted criminal.
Yikes! Hide, quick!
Okay, ich wurde geschnappt. Also ich darf mich nicht sehen lassen. Okay.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Dass man sich sogar noch ranschleichen, ist ja unglaublich. Aber cool. Hey, da ist eine Katze. Okay, ich habe jetzt den richtigen Text. Ich bin noch so vorsichtig wie immer. Die Teestube Komora hat die beste Aussicht unter all den hochklassigen Teestuben. Sie trinken nicht wirklich Tee, aber sie wollen Tor. Was passiert denn jetzt? Das geht ja so schnell. Fehlt jetzt der Ton oder was? Okay, wollen wir höflich sein. Blauer Auftrag, okay. So, rein in die Teestube.
Homa, you there? It's us. We're back.
Wuff. Ich weiß, netter Versuch, klappt immer wieder nicht. So, hier rein.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
Das machen wir.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm everything.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Apropos Ablenkung.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this.
Scheint nicht lang her zu
Well,
sein.
it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find you and Mia.
Ach, dem Licht ist echt ein Problem. Falscher Raum.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework, come on! What's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya.
So, also. Da kam noch ein Hinweis. Das gucken wir uns gleich nochmal an. So, Figur wird gerade anderweitig beansprucht. Und zwar befindet sich gerade in der Handlung Shisatos Brief. Shisatos Brief. Shisatos Brief.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
Okay, also das so heißt, wir müssen die Person erst einmal da rauseisen. Und da würde ich eiskalt sagen, das machen wir nächste Woche, weil wir haben wieder unsere Zeit, ist leider wieder vorbei. Ich hatte wieder viel Spaß, wieder was dazugelernt. Ne? Also gerade diese Prüfung, die war nicht ohne. Von daher mache ich dann nochmal ein extra Vermerk. Und ich hoffe, beim nächsten Mal habe ich auch ein bisschen weniger Probleme mit dem Licht und der Sonne und den Temperaturen. Obwohl, ich habe mir sagen lassen, in der nächsten Woche soll es richtig heiß werden. Naja, okay. Dann kann ich nur sagen, have fun, euer Avoram. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet Spaß. Denkt dran. Auf der Seite befindet sich der Abo-Knopf und dann sage ich nur ciao, ciao, bis demnächst auf meinem Kanal.